Trying to be the best version of yourself is literally the worst way to go about being the best version of yourself. And here's why. If you're trying to be the best version of yourself, it's probably because you're not happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with who you are, there's a good chance that you don't accept who you are. And trying to be the best version of yourself, when you're motivated by, I don't like myself, I don't accept who I am, it's literally like you're just going to run into another cage. This is like if you're dating a narcissistic asshole and you just run into another relationship. Maybe the other person is really safe, or they're really kind, or really sweet, or really considerate. I guarantee you they have qualities that your narcissistic asshole that you just left has, but it's more insidious, it's more spiritual, it's nicer. So here's what you're going to do instead. Instead of trying to be the best version of yourself, what you're going to focus on is accepting who you are right now. Because if you have avoidant tendencies, if you have anxious tendencies, if you have a fear of social gatherings, if you have anxiety, if you overthink these, if you have any of that stuff, recognize that at one point that was your survival mechanism. Okay, that kept you alive. Now that you're wanting to move into thriving, instead of running away from the thing that kept you alive, you have to really appreciate what that is so that you can run towards something you want instead of away from something that you don't want. Now, I'm not saying that putting effort and time into being the best version of yourself is a worthless task. Just remember this: whatever you practice becomes permanent. And if you motivate yourself, again, by running away from all of the things that kept you alive and got you to the place that you're at now, and you're just ready to throw all of that, throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say in the good old days, that's what's going to become permanent. And you'll just be chasing one personal development course to one retreat, and it'll just be this endless like little hamster wheel. And you can end the hamster wheel right now. Now, I'm speaking from experience. I've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of personal development, and I've found myself on this hamster wheel that I wanted to help you get off of. The way that I got off of the hamster wheel was by using this, but not just like the typical this. Buying the book is great, getting the information is great. I'm specifically talking about this. This is a map. This is a language. And when you learn how to ask your physical body, your arms, your heart, your lungs, your ribs, your liver, your spleen, your gallbladder, your kidneys, your adrenals, when you learn how to talk with your organs and get your organs to talk to each other, what it does is it creates something called a tangible inner authority. Meaning that if someone out there says, oh, Marco, if you want to be the best healer that you can be, you got to go try ayahuasca or something. Or you got to go, run a mile every day. What's going to happen is my organs are going to have a response to that. They're going to speak or pressurize against that external authority, and I'm going to be able to make an informed decision, one that takes my body and my organs and the true way I feel into consideration. It doesn't mean that your organs are always going to be right in the world. It doesn't mean that the external authority is always wrong. But here's the reason why so many people are trying to be better versions of themselves without realizing that the best version of you is the version that you are right now, because that's the only place that you can move from. That's the only place you can take your next step. And so instead of trying to be the best version of yourself, what is a better version of yourself? What is a version of yourself that's more compassionate, that's more considerate of your own heart, of your own lugs, that's more accepting of your own emotions, of your own aches and pains, of your own mistakes, of your own missed opportunities? What is that version of yourself? And what is one step that you can take as that version? Most people are trying to go too far, too fast. They're trying to go too deep, too quick, and I just don't want you to get discouraged and stop, because a lot of people will get discouraged and stop. So let me know if this hit for you. Just a simple reminder, you already are the best version of yourself. It's inside you. And if you could take a step in the right direction of accepting yourself, being more compassionate, being more understanding and loving and kind and encouraging of yourself, what does that look like? Let me know in the comments.